G'day, I'm Tony. I'm just having a look at the engine on my Mitsubishi Magna, and now I'll start off by saying I don't have any fancy video equipment. I'm just using my phone, so if the volume's no good, that's the reason. Just bought this little Mitsubishi, and I'll see if I can turn this camera around. Hang on, back in a sec. Okay, back to the car. I've just bought this little Mitsubishi. It's a 2000 and it didn't cost me a great deal. The reason I bought the Mitsubishi is because I have a space there. And I wanted a bit of a project, so it's had a new timing belt at 121,000 k, which is good because it means I don't have to do it. All in all, it's a straight-ish type of car. Not sure if you'll be able to see this, but this panel has been repaired, albeit rather poorly. The clear coat is breaking off obviously on the roof. I don't know if you can see that because I can't see it in the sunlight. On the boot and in a fair few places. The bumper is rather dented. Oh, they didn't do too good a job blending that paint, did they? It was bought as a repairable write-off about 12 years ago by the people that I bought it off, and so they had it repaired. The accident was over this wheel well, apparently. So it was repaired, and from what I understand, it was the apprentice that did the job. I don't know, I wasn't there. I'm just going by hearsay. This rear door is new to the car, newer than the car, and therefore doesn't sit properly, and causes quite a big whistle as you drive. Well, actually a little whistle as you're driving along, due to the fact it's not lined up. It's a 3.5 litre, I believe. Don't quote me on that. It just says 3.5, so therefore I thought it was 3.5 litre. You may have different opinions. Now, the reason I've got it out here today is because I'm going to use just some cheap engine degreaser to try and clean the engine. It has got a couple of, is that going to show up? Yes, you can see the difference. A couple of dirty spots there on the rocker covers, and I just thought I might give it a bit of a clean up. Now, going into the car, it is absolutely spotless. It was an older couple that had it. I could probably clean up the handles a bit. It was an older couple that had it, and the reason they got rid of it is because they were starting to struggle to get in and out of it. Original stereo. I've got books over there in the corner. Under 200,000 k on it, with a timing belt that was recently, well, it was done at 121,000 or whatever it was there on the thing. Seat covers probably need a good clean. Maybe I can take them out, I don't know. This is my little project, and here we go. You can see from here that door, oops, that's getting a bit grainy, so I'll back out again and I'll just try and move it in. There you go, that door is just not closing properly compared to that side, which has got zero gap. So that will be an easy fix. The two things that I have to fix inside the car, or want to fix inside the car, is the headlining. It's sagging, and the rear view mirror. It's, well, I'm not going to fix that, I'm going to replace that. Under the dash is dusty because there's a dash mat, but it's clean, it's straight, it's square, and I believe it's time to go to the car, the engine. Oh, nice and easy. Shake this sucker up. Now it says to, what does it say? Cover up all electrical items if required. Now my battery's in a box, so I'm not going to stress over that. I probably should cover a couple of bits, but done this before on other cars and it hasn't made too much of a worry. So let's have a look. I melted my lid there somehow. And throw that on the ground. Nice and easy. It says just to spray it on. Spray it on. And let it sit for about a minute. I might get down in there. And over the back there a bit. Down there. There we go. And it says to let it sit for a minute. So in the meantime, I'm going to set up my hose. And I don't know what I'm going to do from there. Alright. Nice and easy to set up my hose. Where did I put my spray nozzle? I don't know, I can't remember. Oh look, I put it connected to the hose. There we go. Probably needs a good wash, but right now I'm just concentrating on the engine. And yes, I did have a vehicle permit to move it from where I bought it to home. And that's not going to be given away. I don't mind that spoiler. That's a nice gap in that spoiler. But what I'm curious of is why this is pink and not red. And he's got one up in the mirror there, up in the top of the window anyway. I don't know, they put that on, they must have wanted it working, so they got it working. Okay. Eventually my hose will start working. Nice shot of my rocks. There we go, now it's going. Oh, I think that's been close enough. Let's have a look and see how we're going. Yes, all you people are saying you've probably done this a bit wrong by not covering something. I don't really care. My main goal was just to try and get rid of some of this gunk on the engine to try to see if it came back. See if I have got a leak anywhere. Hey, that works well. Yes, I'm getting a windscreen, but that's alright. The car's going to get a wash anyway. Eventually. And I don't think that's done too bad. Didn't squirt over here, but never hurt. A couple of leaves in there. Yeah, well. There's a few spots that need to be redone, but that's what this can's all about. Drop my hose. Alright. Ow! That was a tree that I just hit my head on. Alright. Now here's the engine. A few spots that need to be redone, but I'll do that off camera. Yeah, it looks reasonable. Thanks.